Hello there, weather friends. It's social meteorologist Bob Clubs. It's 7:30 on Sunday night, and the world of social meteorology is looking much more exciting this week than it was last week. Now, I know that there are lots of members of Team Snow out there along with me that are just rejoicing at this, and I realize that some of you are not as excited. And to you, I apologize. My excitement is going to be difficult to hide. I don't believe in holding back from you guys, so I'm just going to show you everything that I've been looking at in the last little bit here this evening to let you know where we are and the fact that we really still don't know what's going to be happening because, spoiler alert, we are right on the borderline like always with this stuff. So let's take a look at the latest. What gives me cause for being happy for those of us on Team Snow is the fact that the National Weather Service is coming on board with some chances of snow beginning on Wednesday night and going into Thursday night, a little pause, and then Friday night, which is looking like where the best chance of snow would happen Friday night into Saturday. So we actually have two events in the near term that we're looking at, and another spoiler alert, there is another wave of energy that is behind this one that's coming on Friday and Saturday that may be showing up Christmas week. It's almost too much for me to bear. So you're going to be hearing a lot from me for the last few days. So it is good that you are connected with social meteorologist Bob Clubs. As I always want to do, I want to show you a way that you make sure you don't miss anything. You need to do it from a computer though. Go to my page and find this box right here with the little check mark with thumb where you've liked the page. Put a click here on get notifications. Then everything that's posted to the page will cause a notification to pop up, just like when somebody comments on your photos or things of this nature. So that way you won't miss anything. So let's take a look at the two different chances that we have. This is a look at the National Weather Service. This is for the Thursday event. You see that they want to give us chances of snow starting on Wednesday night, but this is a very small chance. This is just about 20% really is what we're looking at here, a slight chance. It bumps up a little bit to around 30% starting on Thursday morning and lasting all through the day on Thursday. Now you do add this up, this does end up being between a half inch and an inch of snow for the Thursday event. But again, I wouldn't get too carried away out of this. The last time we were looking at some snow and freezing rain potentials, these were the numbers that I was looking at when we had Winter Storm Panic, that freezing rain event that kind of came in on a morning and caused some schools to get canceled and things of this nature. And I, on the way to school, named the storm and gave it a freak out level. Was based on these numbers from the National Weather Service that just did not pan out. Even numbers that were posted that morning didn't pan out that day. So just because we're seeing these numbers does not necessarily mean that we're going to see between a half inch and an inch on Thursday. It just means that we potentially could. Now the bigger event and the one that is a little bit more potential for packing a punch is coming on Friday night into Saturday. And you can see that we already have greater chances for snow. They've got a 30 to 50%. Right now they're calling it about a 47% chance of precipitation from Friday night all the way through the day on Saturday. And this is as far out as we can see on the National Weather Service site. And they're calling it about an inch and a half right now on Saturday. So we do have these two chances coming together. I will say that this site that I've been looking at that's been causing me to zero in these dates for a while now is twisterdata.com. This is a look at the GFS model, which is one of the three major models that we look at. It does not put down any snowfall for the Thursday event at all. In southeast Missouri. This is all from the second round, the Saturday, Friday night into Saturday, and it is not very aggressive. We would not see very much accumulation of snowfall here in southeast Missouri at all. It would be a little bit further north, almost to the St. Louis area, before you would even get an inch of accumulation. So this is GFS model. Let me talk about that just a little bit more. I posted this image from the National Weather Service office in Nashville on the page, and you can see that it's taking a look at where it is placing the low pressure for the three major computer models, the GFS, the Canadian, and the Euro, we call it. And they have very different ideas. This is a shot of model forecast for 6 a.m. on Saturday. So for the Friday into Saturday event, the bigger one. And the placement of the low pressure, you can see the GFS has it right over southeast Missouri. And this blue line here would be the 32-degree line. And so that's why there is not snowfall accumulation down here on a GFS model. It paints it all above that 32-degree line. Now, the Canadian model puts it so far south that we would be cold, but we would get no precipitation. It's the European model that is the most aggressive for snowfall. It has a combo of bringing the cold air further enough south. You can see that freezing line goes all the way through Arkansas. And a couple of the forecasters that I follow from the Jonesboro TV station in Arkansas are starting to get a little bit excited also. It's really going to depend on this low. Now let me talk to you a little bit about a low pressure and why that is so important. A low pressure system is going to circulate the air around counterclockwise like this. And so what you see it doing is you see it pulling up this moisture and warmer air from the south, and that's what gives it the energy for the precipitation. It does wrap it around behind. And so when it pulls that up, and so the cold air interacts with the moisture, that's where you're getting that wintry mix line that we so often get stuck with here in southeast Missouri. But this one would be so far south that it keeps all the moisture and all the energy down to the south. So it's really this one. If we can get that low to track through perhaps Arkansas and some of the southern states, pull that moisture up, but also allow that cold air to stay down long enough, then this would be the combo that would bring us perhaps a little bit more snowfall. So obviously, I'm going to be watching this very closely throughout the week. I do want to let you know again that the summary is that we really have two chances for wintry precipitation, and one is Wednesday night through Thursday, and it tapers off in Thursday evening, and then the other one arrives Friday night, and that is the one that's probably going to be the more interesting of the two into Saturday. So if you have different plans for the week, or you've got kids coming home from college or what have you, doing a little bit of holiday traveling of your own, those are the two times that you'll want to keep a little bit of an extra eye on the forecast, or simply allow me to do it for you. Thank you very much for all your support on the page. Remember, likes, shares, and comments are the lifeblood of social meteorology. That's what helps our page grow. That's probably how you found our page, as somebody that was already connected to it was interacting with one of our posts. That helps it show up on new feeds, shows new people what we're all about. And this is going to be a big week for us, and we will have some fun watching all of this together. I'm social meteorologist Bob Clubbs, watching the weather so you don't have to.